Hey, what's going on YouTube? Okay, long time no talk. And I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I was hoping I could animate it into something nice, but didn't have the time for that. So now, before I start, I want to preface this video with a little discussion about self-help gurus and I don't know, I guess like New Agers and all those kind of folks. My personal experience with most of these people is that they're not really genuine with what they're talking about. And what I mean by that is they sort of read something somewhere, or they've encountered the aspect of what they're talking about, and they go, oh yeah, you know what, I like that concept, and I'm gonna talk about it and spread it. And it seems to me that 9 times out of 10 with these people, it's almost like they're so over the top and passionate about telling you about it, because the reality is they don't even really believe it themselves, and they're trying to convince themselves by convincing you. So now this is what I've found with most of these people, and that's why so many times I think they come off as like con artists or snake oil salesmen or this type of thing. But the ironic thing is that there really is something substantial to what they're saying. And I don't know exactly what it is. Like, I don't have the silver bullet or the exact formula, or, I can't tell you exactly what it is that they're latched onto that actually really works, and that is the real truth of the thing. But there is something somewhere in their message that's definitely, at least with me, it rings true, and in my life experiences, I've seen it like firsthand. Mainly the reason why I'm doing this video is because I have a friend, girlfriend of mine, who is in a pretty bad spot right now, and she's like so negative. It's unbelievable. She's just totally seeing everything as negative, and she's like, oh, my life stinks, I have this problem with the job, and this problem with this, and this problem with that, and I'm never gonna get out of it, and I have all this debt, and yada yada yada. So basically what I explained to her the other day, and sharing with you guys now, this is all about focus. And we're not talking about a thought. We're not talking about just having a negative thought or a positive thought. We're not necessarily just talking about your outlook or whatever, but we're talking about focus and intent, what you spend your energy on. Your car breaks down and all of a sudden you got a $2,000 transmission bill or something. Typically, a lot of people wouldn't just be like, oh, okay, and let it go at that. They're gonna be frustrated, and they're gonna think about it, and like I say, they're gonna focus on it. It's gonna become their focus. And that's the point. The point is, if you go over here and you're having negative things and you're focusing on the negative things, okay, you can't just flip a switch and instantly go from focusing negatively to focusing positively. It takes effort, is what I'm saying. Focus takes effort, and if you're focusing negatively, then to focus positively, as depicted here in his little journey, Kermit walks over the little distance there and he jumps into his positive cup. So the idea is, if you are having negative things going on in your life and you're dwelling on them and focusing on them, as you try and make that switch to think of more positive things and focus more positively, as you try and go to put that effort towards making that switch, inevitably other negative things are gonna pop up in your life. And the problem is, the closer you are to where you're dwelling, the easier it is to go right back into that spot when events and things happen in your life. So you're trying to switch your focus to positive. Now you get a medical bill, or someone in your family gets sick, or you lose your job or something like that, and then boom, one hop, you're right back in your negative cup. Now the thing is, though, and this is the good part, this works exactly the same for focusing positively. And that's to say that if you always focus positively, if you always focus on, let's say, the silver lining and this type of stuff, as negative things come up in your life, which again inevitably they will, it's pulling your focus towards the negative things, but then something positive comes up, boom, you're right back in your positive cup, focusing positively. And you know, the bottom line is that if you can focus positively all the time, the negative things in life will just come and go. Even when the negative stuff comes, it's not going to be that dramatic to you, and it's not going to pull you over to the negative side. And what's really interesting about this, I mean, of course, when you're focused positively and you're thinking of things positively and you're always finding the positive angle in things, you know, your quality of life is going to be better. Just on your mood, just on that alone, once you really grasp this concept, you know, your mood alone is going to be so much better. And the really weird thing that I can't explain is that doors open up. All sorts of doors open up that you would never ever get when you're over in your negative cup. And I guess that's like the new agey kind of you know, self-help kind of aspect to this. But I'm telling you, man, it's totally true. And if you can work on doing that and just sitting in your positive cup all the time, I guarantee you, if you can take this point to heart, your life will change for the better.